Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Verkos show. Today's guest is an incredible woman. I came across her on Facebook. Her energy, her presence, the way she speaks, she's so inspiring and so empowering, but yet so strong. And the thing I love about her is she speaks her truth and says it as it is. And this is what I love so much about her. And she's also raised three beautiful children on her own, and she's a successful entrepreneur. So please welcome on the show today, Toyicha Chisom. Hi, Toyicha.
Hi, thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome anytime, girl. Love you so much. And you're so beautiful as well. Your energy, your presence, your power. I admire everything about you, Toyicha.
Oh, but thank you so much, beautiful. I just believe that, our spirits connected right off top. It was beautiful having a conversation with you, on Messenger, and we just shared, like this, not the same situations, but the situations that allowed us to excel our faith in where we are right now today. And so I just thank God for the connection. Hey, all the way in Australia, connecting with a beautiful, God-fearing person like you. So thank you.
You're welcome. Toisha, like I've learned a lot about you in the last couple of days too, the connections we've been having and the talking. Like you're very strong, independent woman. Did that come from your upbringing?
Definitely, it has come from my upbringing and also through the experiences that I've had. My mom was a single mom. She raised me and my brother, by herself, worked hard, double shifts. She showed me what hard work is, diligence. She always was present. Anytime at the schools for field trips, everything like that, work nights. She definitely was an involved, mother. So she showed me strength, in raising us, without a solid father figure, so on and so forth, showing me like, hey, you can do it on your own. I saw that, and within that I said, okay, there's strength, there's power. And then going through life situations showed me like, hey, like some of these things that have been tossed my way, I didn't know how strong I could be until I actually went through it. And I was like, gosh, dog, like I'm a strong woman, but I'm strong. I got that strength, endurance from the Lord. I wouldn't have been able to go through those certain things if I didn't lean on him. And even through the bad situations, the worst situations that I have been in, I still said, hey, God, I serve you. I know who you are, and you'll get me through. And trust me, honey, he has a track record and he hasn't failed me yet.
Did your mum instill that faith in you from a young child and your brother?
Yes, my grandmother also played a great role in that, because she was a pastor and I was basically clinging to her legs as she was preaching. She had her own church. I was with her all the time. I guess until I was about 6 or 7, because my mom was working a lot of shifts and stuff. So I had a lot of time with my grandmother. So she, instilled, the faith. We have Bible studies together. We're at the church together. I'm seeing her in action, preaching and prophesying at the pulpit. She's giving me those, Christian and women values, showing me how to cook and showing me how to clean, all those traditional things, And sometimes people say, hey, you're over 40 and everything like that. But some of these, women over 40, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean, this and that. My grandmother instilled those things, in me at an early age.
That's amazing, because you know what? It's the foundation of your future, and having and knowing and having that faith. That's how I got through my situations too. I turned to God more than ever, and that made my road and journey ahead a lot easier. And I thank God every day, and I'm truly blessed. And that's what gets me through every situation at this present moment. But again, you have to find Him within yourself, So yeah, that's incredible. But then you had three children. You raised them from a young age on your own as well.
Yes, most of the time when it comes to, I always say everyone gets a oops. got it young and silly and, hanging out. And I ended up, being pregnant. Let's see, during the time I was earning my master's degree. Okay, so yeah, that relationship didn't really work out, but I was blessed with, my son. Okay, so that was my first experience of, oh my gosh, I feel all alone, but what am I supposed to do with this little person that I'm responsible for, type thing, and trying to figure it all out. But I was in a better position than most people. Because see, when I had my child, I already had my own place. I already had 2 jobs. I had my own car. I'm going to school. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't depending on my family or anything like that. I was very independent already at 22. So I had met my twins' father when I was in college, but we never dated at that time. So shortly thereafter, when my son was about, I guess he was about 1, about to turn 1, I ended up dating my twins' father, and then we ended up going back and forth for about 7 years. He proposed after 3 months, but we're young. So we're learning each other, we're experiencing life, really not knowing what we're doing, but doing it. And so whatever the case is, we've gone through our most horrible, phases, but now, we're more, cordial and everything like that. So I always say God can, work out anything, but he was in their lives, well, until I think we broke up around the time the twins were like 4 or 5. So, how they say sometimes people are in relationships, but then they still are single. I kind of felt like that because everything still was on me. you know,
Yeah, I can hear you. But you've got 3 beautiful children, though. I've seen them on social media. God bless you. You've raised them well too. And I also saw a post just before we recording this interview, how you spoke up about your son, about a girl that offered him money. I go, oh my gosh, we as the human species have forgotten about our values and our morals and about respect. And what you said, it just blew me away. And I thought, this girl, like, you just say it as it is. You don't care because you're putting yourself out there on social media. And the thing is, some people are not going to agree with you, and some people are. But the fact that you're actually doing it and saying it, I take my hat off to you.
Well, thank you so much. Like I generally tell people, either you're going to like me or you're going to love me. If you don't like me, leave me alone. Okay. I believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion. Okay. If you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have TikTok, whatever platform it is yours. So it is my page. I'm going to say what I feel about whatever situation that it is, and trust and believe. Generally, I have more people agree with me than disagree with me. However, if someone disagrees with me, that's just fine. We can have an intelligent debate and exchange why we feel each way. No harm, no foul. We'll still be friends on Facebook as long as you're respectful, So I put things that out there that are real. Real situations that we're dealing with. And, in that last post, we're dealing with a society that is pushing back traditional values and allowing women to devalue themselves and allowing these men to continue to be grown boys. That is not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it and I was going, good on her, because not many people have got that guts to actually say it. And you're going through the experience, you're living it, and you're thinking, I'm going to share this truth with the world. And that's what I love about you. I really do. I admire that about you. And I'm pretty much like that too. I speak my truth as well. And I believe that's the best way we can all be, because as humans, that's how we can interact and help one another and get through things a lot easier and a lot faster if we accept the truth.
Yes.
So I got to admit, that one really caught me off guard this morning before I got on here. I go, good on her. And also, you're a successful entrepreneur as well.
Yes, I am.
How does it happen? Yeah, tell us a little bit about the journey of the successful entrepreneur. Love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So it was about 2005. Before I had the twins, I decided to open up an online boutique. It was called Heavenly Trends. Heavenly Trends had a lot of classy attire, church attire, fancy hats, just great fashion, for ladies, divas, who, want to show their classy style. So basically, that's what the store was about, online store. So that was my first venture. I went ahead and did that for about 2 years as I was working in corporate America. Okay, so that was 2005. 2007, I kind of got tired of it. I ended up switching, working at a university. I worked at that university and excelled into management over a 3-year period. But as I was doing that, I also had started another business, but it was a oops in the sense of, hey, I created this weight loss product. I had lost over 100 pounds in a year. And people around started saying, hey, how'd you lose weight? What's going on? Did you have surgery? And when they said, did I have surgery? I got offended. I'm like, no, it's been hard work. Like, I created this product, the set-free weight loss formula. And so at that time, then people at the university, people at church, all over were like, hey, I want some because I see you, as hey, you're a walking billboard for this. So then I started selling that, and then I created a website. Next thing you know, I was basically pushed into this while I was still working at the university. So anyway, I ended up leaving the university full-fledged to do my own business. And then at that particular time, I was going to trade shows all over. I was traveling with celebrities. Celebrities were on my product. It was just a big thing. From 2007 to 2012 was like my peak time of dealing with set-free weight loss, even though the product is still available now. But what happened is in 2010, in between the time that I was still doing my own product, I decided to get off into taxes and professional services. So as I was dealing in taxes and professional services, then it pushed me into more financial services. And then the weight loss product kind of ended up being like my second thing that I did, kind of like it's there if you want it, versus me, hey, get set free. And I'm over here at this convention center and that convention center. So as they say, whatever you put most of your time into, that is what generally flourishes. So then most of my time and energy was put towards the tax and professional services business. And then, Set Free was on the backdrop. So anyway, I have had my Set Free tax and professional services business ever since 2010. So here we are in 2022. So 12 years, straight entrepreneur, never working for anyone since. When I walked away from the university, I recognized that anything that I had did for anybody else in corporate America, I could do for myself. I had earned my bachelor's, my master's at an early age. I've had this experience and been in corporate America and worked all these different, positions. Why not? Why not step out on faith?
Oh, step out on faith. I love it. I love what you just said. I agree with you there, because that's what I did. I stepped out on faith when I took my show at a different angle and took it in a different direction. Instead of going overseas to America to do a contract because I wasn't vaccinated, they said no vaccination, no show. I thought, you know what, I'm going to take control. And like you said, you put your energy into something that you love, and you keep keep putting yourself out there, doing what you love, and everything then just comes automatically to you, because where your energy goes, energy flows. So that's what I'm doing now. And I just find that it's because it comes from the heart and it's real and it's true, and you've got your faith, it just happens organically, and people are coming to you. Opportunities are coming your way, and you don't even have to push, you don't even have to try. It just organically comes to you, and it's a good place to be in our lives right now. And you're a perfect example of the divine feminine in all her glory and in her power.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's definitely been a journey. And when I was sitting in college and, they teach you, hey, go to college so you can get a good job and work for someone else. That's generally how the standard is set. Never in my mind at any time earning those degrees would I think, hey, I'll have my own business. It never even crossed my mind. Never.
That's amazing, because I know with me, I've never been in the film industry. I've never been a talk show. I've never done anything like that. All I knew that was through my life experiences, I had so much to share with the world. But at the same time, I've given them a platform to come to me and speak their truth. And by sharing all our truths all together, we inspire and empower others, thinking, oh, you know what, she can do it, I can do it. Like you, being a single mother of 3 kids, but still being successful, still thriving, still booming and becoming a successful entrepreneur. That's giving hope to someone else out there, which is amazing.
Absolutely. And I believe that my journey hasn't just been about business. It's about ministry all at the same time, because like you said, there's other people who have watched me and I have proof of that. There's many clients that have come my way who were in a different situation and was like, man, if you can do it with 3 kids and you're around the same age as me or younger than me, I can do it too. I've had people who have gone ahead and enrolled in school and became RNs. You know, there were folks who are out on the street doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they got off the pole or stopped doing what they were doing and ended up getting real jobs. And sometimes you don't recognize the things that you're doing isn't just about you. It's about the glow. It's about what you exude to other people that end up shining light and pushing towards them. And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, hey, I need to switch up. I need to change some things because I could be doing that too. And I tell people all the time, especially among women, women in general, but also Black women, it's really bad when it comes to the crab in the barrel effect. Oh, what is she doing? How she do that? I don't know. And all this other stuff. No. Look. I always say there is enough money in this world for everyone. It is up to you. We all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and we choose to do what we want to do with that time. So if you want to achieve additional things in life, you have to work for it, because nothing is going to just be given to you on a silver platter unless, hey, you come from a family that's rich and they just hand you everything. But maybe that's only the top 1%. Unfortunately for me, I had to work for every gosh darn thing, you know, that I have. There have been some angels in my life to come and bless me, and I always say, hey, God dispatched the angel to touch my life. I'm not saying that I've done everything on my own, completely on my own, you know what I'm saying? But in those situations, I pray to God, hey, God, I'm in a tight situation. Can you please send some help? And he'll always send somebody. Always does.
That's so true. And this is what I love about, like I see, well, your journey and my journey, I see people like us that have gone through our trials and tribulations, just like everyone else, but it's through those hardships and finding our faith in God is where we, how can I say, do we stand out from the rest? I believe we do, but in a good way where we can share our truth with others and we're willing to share our faults when we haven't succeeded, and our turn of events and experiences we've had, like with angels and that, because I'm a firm believer in that. Like I'm like you, I ask for something, then all of a sudden it just appears. Now it might not appear in the way we think it will, but it will appear in even a better way. And they're the things we've got to be open to. And this is what I admire about you, how you incorporate your faith so strongly as well. And I think in this time on earth, at this present moment, it's all about us to step up and speak our truth and be in our power and be true and authentic to ourselves and to others, and to help each other rise, not take from each other. It's like it's giving and receiving now, and be open to it. It's beautiful, because I feel like even through our connection and through everyone I interview and everyone I'm meeting at the moment, it's like we're all there for one another, like a brother and sister should be. And we're all there to help each other rise. It's not about pulling one down or not, like tearing the other one up. We're actually building each other up. And I love that we actually get to share this knowledge too with each other and the world.
Yes. Because I'm a big believer in everything that I do to share. I always share information. I don't believe in the crab in the barrel effect at all.
I agree. I believe the power of the universe is sharing the knowledge. That's my sharing the knowledge. I think that's very important to be like that. And I find that the more that I do share knowledge and I share my truth, the more I'm open to able to receive these incredible people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. And I've turned so much more to God now than ever through my times I've hit recently. And it's just been incredible how he answers everything. And sometimes he answers it within seconds.
That's grace and favor. And not everybody has that.
I'm
They say
telling you,
favor's
like,
not there.
like I'm just like in awe. Like I ring up my friend and say, "Oh my gosh, I said something," and I said, "God, you know, please, I don't want to do this. I want to go back on Monday to start my new job. Blah blah blah." And I was on the bus. I remember coming home. I said, "I'm not ready. I've got to finalize a few things." And lo and behold, within seconds later, I got an email saying from my boss, "Guess what? You start on Monday." Okay. Oh, okay. Did that just happen? Like it's truly incredible, and this is what I love connecting with people like you and everyone who are really true believers, because when we do turn our faith into God, I find life gets so much easier.
Yes, absolutely. And I
Yeah,
believe that it's important for us to share our faith, because there are a lot of people who are baby Christians and they don't understand, faith, or they haven't been through enough to have as much faith as we do, and to recognize, like, hey, I've gone through greater things than worrying about a bill or worrying about this and this and that. So that's like little stuff. God's gonna take care of X, Y, and Z. Like, some people don't understand that, and they will just stress the heck out over bills and
yeah.
all the
So
other. It's insignificant. They'll allow their health to go down, and because of the stress and everything. And it's like, it's not worth it. Pray about it. Stop worrying about it. Leave it there with God. He has you. As long as you have a pure heart and good intent, he's never going to forget about you.
oh, amen to that, sister. Amen to that. I love it. That's so true. I always say, let go, let God. Let go, let God. Once you pray, let it go. Just trust and believe, and it will get delivered. But don't even have the outcome worked out. Just leave it to him, because when you leave it to him, the outcome's even bigger and better. That's how I'm experiencing life at this present moment. And I'm truly blessed and grateful. I always say it all the time, and I really am. But also, Toya, tell me something. Yeah, Toyicha, Toya, sorry, I should just call you Toy. Tell me something.
Toyicha.
Tell me something. Have you ever been to a situation where you did lose faith at any stage in your life?
No, I haven't. There definitely, could have been, times when I did, but I didn't. No matter what I go through, I'm always praying through it. I may talk to God even more. I'm talking to God all throughout the day. He probably tired of me talking to him, because I'm like, Lord, where you see it, Lord.
No, he never gets tired. He wants us to even pray even more when we get through that stage as well, because sometimes I don't think people realise, like when it does get tough, like in reality, in this human form, it does get tough sometimes, and it gets the better of us at certain times. And sometimes you think, oh, if I pray more, he's lit, whatever. But this is the thing that I'm coming across now, that I used to be like that when I used to stress, like I need your help more than ever. I used to pray more. And then I thought, you know what? I've got to really, really trust that when I do pray, I've really got to let it go and let him intervene and know and trust that he will deliver. And this is where I'm coming in my life now. So, yeah, it's a good state to be in. But it's, like I said, it's not for everyone. It's if you choose to have him in your life. You've got to find him within yourself.
Absolutely. And it takes work to get to the place of having that type of faith. Having that type of faith just doesn't drop on somebody. Generally, when somebody has the type of faith that we do, it's because we've gone through so many different things. We're well seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
To even understand the power of God, and to even understand the power of the faith that we have.
So true. And this is what I love, what we share now, and how we're speaking openly and honestly about it. I love it. I love it. And this is messages that are going to get across all in our audience, your audience, my audience. And I love it, because we're actually speaking our truth. And it is that simple when people grasp onto it. And like at this stage in my life, more so than ever, I've come to self-realization of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
and the journey continues. It's not, okay, you may go through something, that's bad and everything is good. And hey, life happens, things can trip up again. But
Yes.
it's all a matter of being tested. Sometimes God wants to test you
Oh,
to see how strong that faith is. And are you going to throw in the towel? Are you going to denounce him? Are you going to let the devil just come on in?
and also and I believe that when we do ask for that wisdom, and when we do ask for that strength, and when we do ask for that knowledge, we're actually getting more challenges in our life, because we're asking for that wisdom. And unless we have a challenge to guide us to find that wisdom, well, we're not going to know it, are we? And the same with our knowledge, and the same with our strength. So I find that when you ask for the things that you do ask, he brings you these challenges so you can get over them, like you said, and see whether, okay, is she going to be true? Is she going to trust? How is she going to handle it? Well, she's asking for it. Well, then I'm going to build her up for it. That's how I see it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can say for myself, during the times and excuse me, the times that I was tested the most, and things that appeared so bad and egregious that some people may not even have been able to go through, that it pushed me forward to my next level, in the sense that I used my pain for power. A lot of people like to get a lot of attention when things are, going wrong and everything like that. I kind of stay quiet to myself when things are, going in a different direction, because I don't want any distractions. And there's a lot of times when people are seeking attention when things are going wrong. They're seeking attention from the wrong people, the people who aren't going to pray for them, the people who are going to talk about them instead of lifting them up before God to get some type of results to resolve their situation. So in the journey of being an entrepreneur, in the journey of just experiencing life, I just recognize, instead of talking to a whole bunch of people about what's going on, this and this and that, I just call on the Lord. He's there 24/7, and he ain't going to spread any of my business. He's not going to talk about me. Okay. He's going to put some things into action in order to help me get to the next level. That's the person that I trust above all.
Oh, you know what you just said then? That's me now. Just any situation arises, just sit back, be still. Like I said, you don't tell many people what's going on. The challenge that you're challenged with, you hit it on front on, you see what it is, you deal with it, you get over it, and you keep moving on, and you constantly have that connection with him. So true. That resonates so much with me now, because I just went through a little trial and tribulation a few weeks ago, and I said, it's funny because it was hitting me so hard, and I was getting anxiety, and I said, no, I got up one morning, I said, why am I allowing this to happen? No, put your foot down, Anastasia. You're not going to allow it to happen. This ain't going to happen. You're going to tackle it front on. And when I did, and I stood up with no fear and had that faith in God to give me that strength, it just diminished before my eyes. I couldn't believe it. I go, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And that's how easy it is.
Yeah, I think sometimes the people give the devil too much credit and keep on, oh, this and this and that, and oh, yada, yada, yada. Oh, continue. No, 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 no. You're continuing to whine and all this other stuff. It's a different thing if you're asking those around you who you know are going to pray for you. Now, there's people in folks' circle who they know, maybe about one or two, maybe three people that they know that will pray for them. But when they put all that stuff on social media and stuff, man, some of those people are laughing like, ooh, 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 I'm glad that that's happening to her. She shouldn't have did that. And ain't nobody got time for that.
So you know what, Toyicha, you really, now at this stage where we're at, I believe, especially with my experience, I watch who I surround myself with, who I talk to, because you don't want to allow any doors to open, to allow any negativity, or anyone that's going to sidetrack you, anyone that's going to distract you from your mission and purpose. And it's more so than ever, it's more crucial now than ever. That's what the stage I'm coming into now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just, I'm just with the whole understanding of everything, because my background was like, my mum was a firm believer. She had her faith, but my dad wasn't. So we were listening to one that was, I don't believe in it. And then my mum, oh no, you've got to believe in it. So we had to make our own decision at the end. So it was a journey
Okay.
of confusion. And that's how I had to do the soul searching myself to find him. And when I did, my life changed from there.
Amen.
I know. Also, Toyicha, to end this interview today, if you had a message to give our viewers today, what would that message be?
It would be that no matter what it looks like, especially in the climate that we're in right now, it just seems like everything is just so uncertain. Just to make sure that you recognize that your destiny is not deleted. It may be delayed, but it's not deleted. And so, in order for you to continue to excel, you have to believe in yourself, keep faith in God, keep your vision, uh, keep your vision. In front of you. Okay. When I say keep your vision in front of you, I mean have a vision board. I mean, put things on your wall, on your refrigerator, wherever you see things most visibly. Okay, whatever your dreams are, your goals are, so on and so forth, so that you continue to see it. Because sometimes people lose vision because they lose their focus. They get so caught up in the climate of what's going on right now. They get so caught up in bills. They get caught up in family situations and just all the chaos, and then they forget where they're going. So continue to keep focused on your destiny, understand what your purpose is. And if you don't understand what your purpose is, it is within your passion. Okay. And if some people don't know, hey, well, what's my passion? I'm completely confused. Okay. Read your Bible and ask God to open your ears, ask God to open your eyes bigger so you're able to see how he sees you within the spirit. Some people don't recognize how great they are in God because they continue to see themselves of this world. Remember, you are not of this world, you are of the kingdom. Okay, so everything of the kingdom, you have access to the kingdom. You just have to make sure that you hold that key. So as long as you recognize that you are God's child, he will give you the key to lock whatever doors that you need.
Oh my gosh, you're bringing tears to my eyes, Toyicha. That was beautiful. Well said. Well said. Beautiful message. Oh my gosh. God bless you, sister. God bless you. That was incredible. That was a wake-up call, I think, for a lot of people to hear that one. That was perfect. Very well said. Very well said. And also, before we go to each other, you've got to show me your nails. I saw them before. Show us your nails. This look amazing. But I thank you so much for your time, Toyicha. Really, you're an incredible woman, and I admire you so much. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your beautiful spirit. Thank you for us connecting. I think that you're a beautiful person. I look forward to, continuing to chat with you along our journey and continue to share our testimonies, our faith, and continue to reach out to people and help change their lives.
Oh, amen, sister. Amen. Okay, signing off for now from the Talk Show Angel on the Verkos Show. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Too. Bye-bye.
Bye.